welcome to another exciting and unfortunate episode of SRBTV. I am Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we have finally reached the climax, the penultimate finale for Season 1 of a series of unfortunate events with the Miserable Mill Part 2.
Yes.
Now, last we left our Baudelaires children off.
Yes.
They were an unfortunate event. Okay, full credit.
No, what happened? They pretty much stumbled upon a mill, pretty much, from a picture that their family had, their parents had taken with a group. It looks like more
their relatives,
more of their relatives and possible guardians and stuff like that. And they headed into the mill. When they got to the mill, of course, all of it was burnt down. Oh, well, at least the town was burnt down, and supposedly all that was standing was the mill.
And now the Baudelaires parents were apparently blamed for it, though. What Violet found when looking through the history of the mill, the book for it,
they helped save
the mill, pretty much. But for some reason, the person who owns it, played by Don Johnson, doesn't want anybody to know that.
Because somebody else is controlling him.
Which we found out is this so-called optometrist.
Yeah.
Who's been hypnotizing people to work at the factory and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And he doesn't want to lose the mill, because he knows if you lose the mill, he loses everything, pretty much, of course.
And just when it looked like we were doomed, the kids were doomed, things looked a little brighter. They were able to stop Klaus. I mean, is it Klaus?
Well, he was hypnotized. Yeah,
no, they were able to stop. I'm asking name-wise, that's why. Klaus. They were able to stop Klaus from throwing Sonny into the wood chipper.
Oh, yeah.
And then next...
really wasn't throwing... He wasn't going to throw it her. He was just holding her.
No, that's... You got...
Yeah, but the intention of it, though.
The intention of it was he was going to throw her in.
Or drop her by accident or something.
Yeah, that was the intention. So we thought, like, hey, that's settled. Then we see the parents. And the parents look like they're on their way to the mill. And then that's
when we get a complete 180 from them all of a sudden.
Because earlier we were hinted at Olaf wearing cross-dressing.
Yeah, exactly.
Cross-dressing and stuff, and him causing his eyeglass fixed, which was the reason he got hypnotized.
Yeah.
This lady pretty much was the one hypnotizing them.
Yeah.
And then just when we thought the parents would finally meet the kids. Then we got a big swerve.
Yeah, that's why he said a big 180 swerve.
With two different things. One, the parents went to a house that it was a mansion with different kids.
With different kids, and they originally had changed, because at first they're like, we need to tell the kids everything. Then all of a sudden, later on, we see them saying, oh, well, I'm going to tell them about my leg. You know, oh, just tell me, it went from like, wait a minute, did they say they were going to tell everything? And all of a sudden, you think they were going to get, see their kids, but it's like, no, it's like another group of kids. So we think right now, from our theories, that the parents are somehow hypnotized. They probably got to the town, but somebody got to them to hypnotize them.
Yeah. And then the second thing was, it turns out the hypnotism wasn't completely gone from Klaus, and he was triggered again when Olaf, dressed as a woman,
said a certain word.
Said a certain trigger word to turn the hypnotism back
on.
And that's where we were left off, wondering what's with the parents. Will they be able to get out of the lumber mill at all? And will they be able to solve any more mysteries? Because the last thing Louis Snicket tells us is that the tower with the eye on top was the original headquarters of the organization the Baudelaires' parents were a part of.
Yeah, and like I said, we think he wanted to get Klaus out of the way because Klaus was always the smarts of the group.
Yeah.
So that was their way of trying to get Klaus out of the way.
Yeah.
So that's what it seems like is going on here. So let's just dive right on into this for Season 1, Episode 8, the season finale for a series of unfortunate events called The Miserable Mill Part 2. So here we go.
Oh look, his no good wife.
I know, right?
Bus stop within 100 miles of Lake Lacrimose, and no one has seen the Baudelaires.
Dude, really, man? It's been 8 episodes. Get some fucking cough drops.
Mr. Timberlake is gonna fire me and you
take it off. Take it off.
Really? Somebody gave him punishment. Klaus Baudelaires. Wait.
Had a lot of stuff from Peru, like different.
I cut my teeth as an investigative journalist.
The death of noted scientist Dr. Montgomery was not due to snake allergies.
Oh, the
destruction of Joseph
really
Yanthus's home was not the work of a cabal of real estate agents. Louis Snicket is not dead. I'm sorry to say,
Oh, I thought he was
there
dead.
was not a terrible accident at the Lucky Smells lumber mill during the Baudelaires' time.
So as far as anybody's concerned, he's dead.
He's
It's my
dead.
duty to report these
I think he had to go deep, undercover, deep. Or
Fake his death for something like that.
just to investigate.
Yeah.
Avert your eyes or pick up the newspaper instead.
Actually, my last name is St. Ives. It says so on my name tag, see?
Name tag, schmane tag.
You're right. These children are horribly impolite.
They really should be more careful, Dr. Orwell.
If they were to do something impolite to me, like, for example, call me by the wrong name, I would have to do something impolite to them. Like, for example, tear their hair out with my bare hands. Cookie.
Yes, sir.
Again.
We gotta figure out which words or something. That's not.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, poor dude.
I mean, it just stamps it. I mean, it doesn't. I guess it crushed him.
Stop running the Lord. They're like zombies, only different.
Think, girl.
Think.
There's something you said that woke him up
Oh
before.
no, I think they're gonna. She's gonna try to fix the machine. That's what she's doing. Yeah, same.
I was saving up for later.
Show me go. When in doubt, put gum on it. I guess that's the same.
Oh no, his leg. That's what it was.
Completely crushed his leg.
Oh boy!
And it's still moving.
Half-price manicures for life. If somebody can help me up to my foot, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get back to work.
We need to go to a hospital. We earned those coupons last month. 50% off Ahab Memorial.
Two of us will chip in.
Ahab Memorial?
Can't be fixed.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, Phil's leg is going to need some
Help.
It's cost me an inordinate amount of money.
Or enormous.
No, it's something else.
It was an accident. Klaus didn't mean to hurt
Enormous?
Phil. I know
No,
it.
it wasn't that.
And so gets like
He said enormous.
No, he said something else before that.
If you can't
Cost
speak up
me
fast
an
enough,
enormous
speak
amount
up
of money.
for
That's what he
yourself.
said. He triggered when he said
You're right, my
enormous.
dear. I've been a silent partner for too
I don't
long.
think it was a Norman.
This mill.
Well, it's something to do with that
That's
word,
too
or
many
how he
secrets.
said it, or the definitions.
It's time you learned one about your parents.
Oh, just when we get closer.
In the library.
You can't tell us now?
Well, I would, but I've got an appointment.
No! No! Don't go to the appointment.
Scary or don't cry. Crying means outcast. Yes, it's you. What happened to Phil?
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
World ever.
Story to share. It's okay, Shirley. My name is Shirley. I'm a poor receptionist who lives all alone and wants very much to raise children of her own.
I will admit, this makeup job is the best of
Yeah.
the
It's
three.
left me no time to find a partner. And the cruel reality of adoption economics has left me unable to purchase even the runtiest of orphans. And so I wait, and work, and grow old, dreaming of children. 3 of them to be precise. Bucktooth baby, a smarty pants little boy, and a girl with an enormous fortune, a bank account.
That's where he's gonna send them. Think about it. We say he was gonna send them to.
Yeah.
And no one can break it.
Charles, would you tell Dr. Orwell to please stop bringing up the past? Stop bringing up the past.
Charles, would you tell Count Olaf to stop talking?
Stop talking.
Oh, poor Charles.
You poisoned my coffee.
You tried to hypnotize me.
It was the only way to shut you up.
What was that?
There's nothing up there.
That wasn't them.
Nothing up there. Then what was that noise?
What was that noise? That wasn't them. Dude, this guy seemed like, oops. That didn't sound like them.
It didn't sound like them. 'Cause they were sitting there perfectly still.
Yeah. What the?
Somebody else was in there with them.
And he was screaming silently.
I prefer not leave lying around painful or incriminating or would create unnecessary clutter in my closet. I keep a 200-page book written by the woman I loved, explaining at great length and specific details.
Oh, that's right, we didn't get a Beatrice thing.
Which, if I were to leave out in the open,
No, we usually get it in front of each book, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's
it
right.
would be as if my darling Beatrice were bringing me.
That's where we get the excerpts from.
Unless you are a murderer or taxidermist, it is rare to have actual skeletons in your closet as opposed to metaphorical ones, as Klaus had just discovered.
Oh.
Dr. Orwell's closet. And both.
Look, what are those? Records.
What is it with the kid?
Medical records for employee eye exams. I don't think Charles and I were the only victims of Dr. Orwell's hypnosis.
The whole.
I think it's the entire mill.
It's the entire mill, yeah.
That's why they never leave.
I don't care what my employees do for a hobby.
Do you even know what's going on at this mill? Are you aware of anything outside that horrible cloud of smoke?
Don't ask, don't tell. That's my motto. Now, is there anything else?
What was the good news?
What's the good news?
It will build character. I was willing to forgive the accident. You three are an economic bonanza, and I'm a softy at heart. But my partner convinced me that I need to be a little more inflexible. Isn't that right, Charles?
We'll finally be happy without those orphans around.
It'll build character. That's just something people say when they're trying to make other people accept a miserable situation.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't find the words to break
Forgot.
it.
If I hear another movie through so many you build character, I'm gonna kick them in the nuts to see how much character you have when you don't have your testicles up your own ass.
Damn, dude. Okay.
Sorry, I've been to a lot of those.
Go away again. Find the word that wakes everyone up. So what do we do? Say a bunch of words out loud and hope one of them works?
Do you have a dictionary? Because this is gonna be a while.
Alright.
And I was kidding.
This can help.
I was kidding.
Where the hell did this book come from?
Remember, she found it in the library.
Aardvark? Abacus? Aberrant?
You could be right.
Waking everyone up.
Oh, it's the
Lucky boy. Would like to get to work.
You say lucky boy?
yeah. Lucky Boy's the trigger, but that's the trigger. You're trying to find a word to break him out of it.
Yeah.
Like for him, it was he said something the guy said.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's enamored. What has me curious is this a flashback? Did they out of nowhere just revert us into a flashback? Central Fire Department concludes Baudelaires fire and accident.
This is in the past.
No, this isn't the past. Somebody's recreating the fire incident.
This is the past, because that newspaper is more up to date. That's not an old newspaper.
No, it declares the Baudelaires fire an accident.
You've been fortunate so far, you little twerp, but not anymore.
Yeah, you tell him, boss.
One more.
Poultryville.
This will be the worst.
What's this name about Poultryville? No, it says something about the Baudelaire house. Somebody is recreating the accident. This time ensuring that they die.
You lucky brat. Poor little orphan. Haven't you learned anything this year? Week, season, wherever you go.
Week, season.
I will hunt you down. I'm smarter. I'm luckier.
Fire! Fire! Turn off the machine!
Nice try.
Each one.
But did you really think we used the same word on your bratty brother that we used on the mill workers?
Okay, fire him.
Never find
That's
the
the
word
trigger
save your brother.
for everybody.
Certainly won't find it in time to save Charles.
No, we're Sunny.
No one's coming to help you now.
There isn't one that can cause chaos.
She's in
Of course, when
the...
you shout fire, and there is one that can cause chaos, but also save lives. Still, there are times when shouting fire can save lives, even when there isn't one. For example, you may be trapped in a motel room with your enemies waiting outside. Shouting fire will cause the kind of chaos
Oh, he has to
that will
leave
allow
again.
you to escape undetected.
He's always on the move.
Therefore,
Still trying to investigate.
will be your own.
What happened to the bullet?
Fire! Fire!
Right there.
Workers have been warned never to talk about a terrible
Hasn't he said fire in front of any of them before?
He's like gum because the word fire would awaken.
Why does my mouth taste like gum?
Places induced by hypnosis. Shouting fire would cause chaos. Shut the door!
Sorry, nobody said the word fire. Oh! Wait. That's why he blacked out the books.
Yeah.
The word fire. There you go, Sonny, you were right.
I was right, we're Sunny. Come on, Sunny.
Lucky, would you like to cut the log faster?
Lucky, would you like to reverse the direction of the log?
Oh!
Use the hypnotism.
Look backwards.
Lucky, push!
Lucky, pull! Lucky!
Don't listen to your sister.
Hey, why didn't you think of that?
I guess the baby can make all these deep primal parenting instincts kick in.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Would you like to send that log into that socket?
Yes, sir.
Better off alone.
He's gonna shove her in.
My plots are simple, straightforward.
Hey, look, if one of the bad guys gets roasted, I am all for
I
it.
know, right?
Breaking up with me again?
3 really good people got killed because of them.
You're being insensitive.
You're being
Don't say the word.
Inordinate.
inordinate.
Inordinate, sorry, it wasn't the inordinate.
Class, inordinate.
Inordinate.
Inordinate, that was the word he said. I got it wrong. Wrong word.
I'm hypnotized.
How in the world does a child know a word like inordinate?
That's all kind of word. They're book addicts. But there is.
Is there anywhere near them? Oh, I'm sure there. I don't connect an old lot. What's wrong with boss? I'll show everyone.
She was a friend of theirs.
Fortune.
But then when they found out what she was really doing, they pushed her out of their life. Yeah! Yes! One of them finally gets theirs!
Sometimes when we are
The glasses! They weren't glasses! They were her!
We take a step back. Dr. Orwell was right. There was a fatal accident at the Lucky Smells lumber mill that night.
Their feet.
Back to her parents, though.
I know, that's what I want to know. Oh, shit!
Feels fine!
You're alive!
Oh, shit.
Officer.
Oh! Wait! He wasn't taking off hypnosis!
I think your children will have a good home here.
Number 1. Rough Rock Preparatory School.
Here's a fun bit of trivia. The architect who built this school was severely depressed.
Yeah, all the classroom buildings look like fucking tombstones.
I always wanted to go to boarding school. Rules, traditions. Why
So season 2 takes place in a boarding school? Huh. That's the most sincere thing he has ever
said
fucking
this
said
season. Yeah.
this season.
This came to the bank for you. I assume it's junk mail. I can't imagine that you know anyone in South America.
Spyglass. It feels like it's a spyglass.
It's a spyglass the lady promised.
So long, Baudelaires.
A new one, not the burned up one that they had found from the house.
So prep school. Huh.
The statue woman said she'd get it back. Do you think she'll find us again? House. We're on our own.
We should get back to the parents.
And unlucky. There are a few comforts. One of them is making you friends. Friends can make you feel the world is smaller and safer than it really is.
Wait!
You know people who have similar experiences. When you meet people like that, you may find your world feels a little more complete. Like the missing piece of a puzzle. Or two halves of a broken spyglass.
2 halves of a broken spyglass.
Wait.
Click.
This is where they went to school together. Oh shit.
Oh fuck. Oh my, look at that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Wait.
world is a pair of ill-fitting pants and other dire, hideous clothes.
You think that 3 children would lead pleasant lives? That's not how the story goes.
Some people smile at the end of the day. Some people laugh, I suppose.
But to me, there's nothing but gloom and despair. That's just how the story goes. It's just how the story
Dude, really, man.
Really need
Halls. A doctor. A Dr. Halls. She's
whistling. It's cute.
So. And so ends the first volume of books for a series of unfortunate events. Now, we'll get to the ending, our theories and stuff, but overall,
for the finale, we're going to talk about the finale now. So
overall, this felt like one of the quicker episodes.
It felt much quicker. It's like they resolved the issue quickly, and then from there, that's where they're like they had to wrap it up for certain things, conclusions, questions that were still kind of unanswered for some people.
Yeah.
And open up new questions for the following season.
It was also nice to see that they finally got, like, a bad guy finally got their comeuppance in this.
Oh, yeah.
And it helped so much. It felt really satisfying.
Yeah. It was very satisfying to see some type of bad guy get their dues at some point. So
it's still a humorous moment, like when they're playing around with Reese Darby's character in the lab. When they talk about literal skeletons.
Like Charles, tell him. It's like, really?
The black and white noir setting. With the keeps on dropping. The second time you intentionally.
Oops! I dropped my pen. Duh.
And then, it was really cool. I think it was a unique way of figuring out what the word was, and it didn't like drag on like that.
Yeah, it didn't drag on. It was like you kept trying to put it together or piece it together.
Yeah. So let's get to the finale. So as we've established, even a banker was smart enough to go, I don't think any more Guardians want you. So
yeah.
So they're being sent to a prep school that looks like a gigantic graveyard.
From a far distance, it looks like it's a graveyard.
Yeah, it's run by some guy who really likes the violin. We see more of the parents, and we had, at first I thought it was like them recreating the incident for some reason. But my theory is they led a double life.
I think so too.
I think they led a double life, and the normal aspect of their life was what we saw there, and that the Baudelaires were their real life.
The Baudelaires were their real life, and they were gonna bring them into. They were gonna train them. While the other kids, I think, were just gonna be just. They're like their normal kids, hiding their secrets and stuff
hiding
like that.
their identity, because if any bad guys go after them, it looks like, oh, it's a normal family. And
yeah,
like
while with the Baudelaires, it's like those
those
are the ones where they're treating them like their kids because they know they're gonna be take over them.
And so whoever's a part of this second family is the one that caused this fire. Now we know it's somebody. Now we can see more or less how the first fire was started, essentially, and we still don't know. Like who it is. It could be Olaf for all we know, but there's more to tell. And even now, it was 2 kids, right?
It was only. Well, that's the thing. I think.
What I mean.
In that scene, there was 2 kids. There was 2 kids there in the scene.
Wasn't there 3?
There was 3. So I don't know. They only showed 2 of them here at the school.
So it makes you question.
Where's the 3rd one, and what happened to the 3rd kid?
And what happened to the parents?
Exactly. Did it happen again to where they had to go back on the run? That's
or are we just looking at it from their perspective, and Baudelaire parents are really dead this time?
Yeah, somehow they are fully dead.
But they're both connected with the spy glasses.
So it's a matter of, will they find out in the first episode of pretty much, that they're all related, or what?
I don't know, considering the way they're going this episode, the way they left it, it feels like this prep school is where we're going to be at for the next. You said it was going to be 10 episodes. The
next season I heard was 10 episodes.
That means 5 books. So you know how this theme was different guardians. I think my prediction is either A, the prep school is our story for the second season, or instead of different guardians, different prep schools, or perhaps different locations they're being sent to.
That too, or pretty much different teachers every single time. Who knows?
Yeah, different teachers, different things. I mean, the last thing.
And that's the other. Oh, sorry. That's another question too. Going, are they also known as the Baudelaires or a different name?
Probably a different name.
Most likely, it's going to be a different name, but I don't think they're going to find out in the first episode.
I think the big mystery is who's the real family, who's the actual family,
who's the family, and who's the cover family.
Yeah,
that's the question. And it's getting very interesting how it's going.
And the other thing was the fact that Lemmy Snicket was schoolmates with Count
Olaf. It looked like they were good close friends. That's what it looks like, because you saw their arms are around each other, going type of thing. So it seems like pretty much they used to be very close friends in school, but things made a turn all of a sudden.
Yeah, but I think overall, I'm calling it a 2-part season finale, was good. It definitely distracted from the norm and helped well establish where we're going to be for perhaps all of or most of the second season.
Oh yeah.
I would say books 5.
Now the season overall for this overall season.
Oh yeah, overall season review. I liked it. I did.
I enjoyed it.
I think for me, it took a while to get used to the fact of what the overall theme was of the original books, which was the kids are the heroes in the story.
That was the main point, pretty much the big purpose of this whole story is that the kids are the heroes here.
Well, I think Jim Carrey did a good job. I mean, while Neil Patrick Harris did a good job as Count Olaf, I still prefer the Jim Carrey version overall.
Jim Carrey had more. I think Jim Carrey had more character in his. He had more personality in each person
he didn't break any of his disguises even when the kids figured out.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Even then, pretty much, this series is closely following more of the book. So unless in the books he did break character, and they changed it in the film for that reason.
Yeah.
And that's why I said for some people, I know my wife, I try to get her to watch the first episode, they can't really get into it because they're still enamored to the actual the film. They all like the film first, but if you grab somebody who pretty much probably never seen the film or heard about it but never watched it and watched the series, they're probably gonna enjoy the series as much possible.
I think I think overall I enjoyed it. I think Patrick Warburton was a smart choice as Lemmy Snicket.
No, he did a phenomenal job.
I think a really great casting choices. None of the kids really were annoying at all.
No.
And they were really great.
The guest characters that they had that pretty much were awesome.
I was gonna say side characters.
A lot of side characters or guest actors.
Joan Cusack's character from the first
which
book.
I think we're probably gonna see her come back.
We could see her
because they ended her story a little bit with her looking at the book of for adoption. Yeah. So she's probably gonna. I see her coming back. Maybe next season. I don't know. But maybe maybe in the last season or something, she comes back somehow with the right. She's doing her work. She's studying up.
And of course, I think the biggest hurdle for anybody who wants to enjoy the show is the fact that none of the adults are really that smart. Minus the parents and the agents work for serialization. Yeah. There's not a lot of smart adults in here. I think if each except for the finale for the season finale, the 2-part season finale, the rest of the episodes has that same formula, and it kind of gets a bit irritating after a while. It will probably get irritating after a while. If you keep them, it will irritate you if you don't know what I know now, which is the overarching theme of the series.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the first few episodes you kept getting annoyed by it, and it got to a point where it's you have to get used to it. It's a matter of getting used to it. That's who the characters are. That's the world that they live in. Yeah.
So overall, I would say if you enjoyed the movie and would have loved to see where it would have went or could have possibly went, if they did a sequel to that movie, which I know they think they sequel baited hard that movie.
They sequel baited it.
If you always wanted to see where the story would probably went, I think this is a great way to experience that for yourself to see where the story goes from there. And like I said, only hurdle would be the adults. Getting used to the overarching theme of the book.
Of the book, pretty much. Yeah.
But if you want to see where it goes from after the movie, this is a great way to do it. Yeah. Different actors, different cast, but still a phenomenal job from everybody. As well.
Neil Patrick Harris, he did a good job in a way. I know he was trying to make it his own, but he's still trying to add a little bit of flavor of something you got from Jim Carrey. But he still did to me a good, decent job. I thought he did a great job. I know I have a friend at work who says pretty much he didn't really like how his performance was. I've been reading. For me personally, I love his performance. I thought he did a great job. Maybe certain things, only because, like I said before, maybe that's how his character actually was in the book compared to how Jim Carrey did it from the movie. They changed it up for certain reasons, but I still thought he did a phenomenal job. There are certain moments I love. He had those moments where it's he broke that fourth wall, or pretty much he just got out. You can tell he got out of character almost for that brief moment. And it was pretty cool how he did that. And even his troupe, pretty much, his theatrical troupe. Yeah. Some of them were pretty funny. Like you said, the twins, those two old ladies, pretty much. They did a phenomenal job. Even the annoying, Whereas he made point, but just in that soft tone, But I enjoyed it, like you said. I loved the cast. They did a great job, and I definitely can't wait to see what other actors or guest actors we get for side characters in the new season. Because this one had some great good guest actors here in this season. So.
Yeah. So other than that, though, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk some more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about the actors' singing voices, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're also on mobile, hit the bell icon.
Again, just let us know what you thought of this season overall. Your thoughts on it. Why you enjoyed this, maybe more than the movie, or you still thought the movie did better. And if you did read the books, how did they do so far within this season itself? Because I know a lot of people have read all the books and know what happens and goes on and all that. So let us know in the comments below what you thought after reading, watching the whole season. Your thoughts of how they portrayed from the book to the series. Let us know what your thoughts are, how they did it. Did they leave out any key scenes that you wanted in there that should have been in there? Just let us know in the comments below, and let us know what you thought of our reaction overall for this season, and even for this episode. And definitely, thank you for watching.
And on the next SRB TV, we have a special treat. However, until that special treat, we will, on the actual next episode of SRB TV, we will be tackling the season finale of Stranger Things Season 2.
Yes, exactly. Because we're still trying to get through on our own. Pretty much.
You're still trying to get through on your own.
Shut up. Still trying to get through it pretty much through the season, so we can react to the season finale. Getting there so far, enjoying it, but again, like I said, we'll see you guys. We'll see you on the next one where we do the season finale, and from there, we'll figure out what we're gonna do next to continue SRB TV.
But until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And that was our last unfortunate-filled episode of SRB TV for the year.
Yes. See you next season.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you want to see any more of our videos, check out the playlist links down below in the description.
And you can also check out our Twitter account pretty much down below at Super React Bros.